Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you live in the Southwest, you already know the brutal reality of surviving those extreme Arizona summers, right? We're talking about the kind of heat where, literally, oven mitts are practically required just to touch your steering wheel. The intense, relentless sun just beats down on your roof day after day, turning your house into an absolute oven. Well, today, we are going to look at the ultimate way to fight back, drawing directly from Spray Foam Arizona's complete guide to insulation.
Think about your current living situation for a second and ask yourself this. Why is your AC running non-stop, but your home is still hot? Honestly, it's a completely maddening cycle. You've likely felt the pain of those frustratingly high energy bills, rooms that never seem to actually cool down, and that constant, annoying layer of dust settling on literally all your furniture. Well, all of these issues typically point right back to one invisible culprit, a leaky, poorly performing traditional thermal envelope.
Consider this your survival guide to upgrading your home's thermal envelope and actually defeating that harsh climate. Today, we're going to cover 1. The Arizona Insulation Challenge. 2. How spray foam works. 3. Open cell versus closed cell. 4. Installation and guidelines. 5. Long-term savings. And finally, 6. Choosing Spray Foam Arizona.
Section 1. The Arizona Insulation Challenge. Battling extreme heat.
Section 2. How spray foam works, the ultimate solution.
You see, so many older homes in Arizona, and actually scratch that, even a lot of newer ones too, suffer from surprisingly poor insulation and just massive air leakage. That makes it incredibly difficult to keep the extreme heat outside where it belongs. So in the fight against our local climate, spray foam insulation is absolutely the hero of the story. It's this high-performance system made of 2 liquid components. When they apply it, these liquids mix, rapidly expand, and cure. And the beauty here is that the expanding material actively seeks out and fills all those tiny cracks, gaps, and hard-to-reach spaces that traditional insulation just entirely misses. As it cures, it creates millions of tiny insulating cells that dramatically slow down heat movement.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the 2-in-1 superpower that spray foam delivers. Unlike traditional fiberglass or cellulose, it actually does double duty. First, it slows heat transfer, acting as a highly effective insulator. But second, and absolutely crucial for Arizona, it acts as an air seal, stopping unwanted air leakage dead in its tracks. This dual-action power blocks outside air and dust, creates a noticeably quieter indoor environment, and drastically reduces the amount of time your HVAC system has to run to keep you comfortable.
Section 3. Open cell versus closed cell. Choosing your armor.
Think of this as choosing your specific type of armor. When we compare open cell foam and closed cell foam side by side, you can see some really distinct advantages. Open cell foam provides excellent air sealing and superior sound reduction. It comes at a lower cost and features flexible expansion, which makes it absolutely perfect for interior walls and standard residential attics. On the other hand, closed cell foam, well, that's the heavy hitter. It offers the highest R value, is highly moisture resistant, actually adds structural rigidity to the building itself, and boasts long-lasting durability. So that makes it the go-to for exterior walls and metal buildings.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive jump in thermal resistance, or R value, between the two types. Open cell foam typically provides an R value of 3.5 to 4 per inch of thickness. Closed cell foam, however, jumps way up to a massive R6 to R7 per inch. Basically, this means closed cell provides significantly more insulation in a much smaller physical space.
Section 4. Installation and application guidelines. Choosing the right foam is great, but applying it correctly is really where the magic happens, especially when it comes to transforming an Arizona home by creating a conditioned attic space. Here is exactly what a proper installation life cycle looks like. Step 1 is incredibly important. Remove the existing attic insulation. Why? Well, because this clears the way for the installation crew to thoroughly inspect the space, find hidden air leaks that were just buried under old fiberglass, and ensure proper air circulation. Step 2 is applying the spray foam directly to the underside of the roof deck itself rather than the attic floor. And Step 3 is the payoff. You get to enjoy much cooler attic temperatures and wildly improved HVAC efficiency because your ductwork is now sitting in a conditioned space.
But hey, we need to pause right here for a vital safety rule. There are absolutely no retrofit installations in existing attics from May to October. Listen, spray foam can totally be installed during the summer for new builds, but putting a crew into an unconditioned Arizona attic in the middle of August, that is a massive health hazard. True local expertise means prioritizing extreme weather safety for the crew just as much as energy efficiency for your home.
Section 5. Long-term savings, comfort, and air quality.
Let's be clear, spray foam is not just some temporary Band-Aid. It is a serious, long-term investment in your property. Which brings up the exact question literally every single homeowner asks when they start comparing upfront costs to cheaper traditional materials like fiberglass or cellulose. Can spray foam actually lower my electric bill?
The short answer? A definitive yes, because it fundamentally seals air leaks while insulating. It directly leads to lower monthly energy bills. But the return on investment goes far beyond just your electric meter. Your HVAC system lives longer because it doesn't have to work as hard. You get better humidity control, vastly greater indoor comfort, and even increased home value. So the crucial point is that spray foam lasts the life of the building without settling or degrading over time like older materials do.
Section 6. Choosing spray foam Arizona.
Okay, here is the undeniable truth. The absolute highest quality insulation material in the world won't do you any good if the contractor doesn't know what they're doing. Quality insulation completely determines how well your insulation will perform for decades. You should always use a strict contractor checklist. You want to verify proper licensing and insurance. Ensure they have specific manufacturer training and industry certifications. Look for proven experience with excellent customer reviews. Demand written warranties and highly detailed proposals, and, as we just saw with that summer attic rule, demand strong safety practices. Checking these boxes guarantees a safe, effective, and professional application.
Let's move to and see how this builds perfectly into the core philosophy of our featured experts today. Their motto, Arizona grown, family built, foam strong, perfectly anchors the trust, locality, and family values required to confidently tackle our really unique climate challenges. They understand the environment because they live in it right alongside us. Which leaves us with one final provocative question. Are you going to spend another summer suffering through hot rooms, endlessly dusting off furniture, and paying astronomical energy bills? Or are you ready to finally defeat the extreme Arizona heat and schedule your free insulation consultation today? The choice is completely yours. Keep cool, and thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.